Hello everyone, Epic Help here. Do you need help installing a backup camera on your Chevy Cobalt? This video goes through every step in detail to ensure that even someone that has never done this before has all the information available to do a great job. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The first things you want to do are put on the emergency brake, place vehicle in neutral, turn off your car and leave keys in ignition. Now remove the negative terminal from the battery. If you don't do all these steps, you may run into problems later. Lower your back seats after pulling these release cables. Remove the large plastic wing nuts in the trunk. There are two on each side. You only need to remove one side. I chose the passenger side since the wires run on that side from the trunk. You can choose either side you want. Now pull the carpet back and push it aside. Remove the 10mm bolt that holds in the tail light. Now remove the two 7mm bolts next to the tail light, and the tail light should easily come out. Now you squeeze the connector and pull. Your taillight is free to set aside. Go under the back rear of the car and remove the plastic guard. There are two 10mm bolts and 4 expanding plastic pieces that need to be removed in order to take the plastic guard off. Get your camera out of the box. It's time to start the process of running the wires. After you take off the plastic guard, you can see there is plenty of room to put your wires. You can now attach the camera to the rear. You can let your wires hang. Now start removing anything in your path to get to the front of the car. Now it's time to remove the back seats. There's a metal clip that you need to push in to take the fold-down part of the seat off. Here's what it looks like to get the seat out. To remove the bottom portion of the back seat, get a flat blade screwdriver to free the metal retaining part. Once you free the back of the seat, you grab hold of the front of the seat and pull back in order to remove the seat from the metal clips. Keep removing items in the way. Take out the back cup holders and remove the 10mm bolts that hold in the armrest. Move your front car seats forward all the way. Take out the 7mm bolts on both sides of the center console and remove the armrest. You don't need to take out the center console frame. Just make it loose in order to work underneath it. You will see later in the video what I'm talking about. Remove the front cup holders. You may or may not need a flat blade screwdriver to do this. Your emergency brake should already be on, and you pull up on the plastic piece surrounding it. It should come out pretty easily. Pull up on the plastic piece that goes around the gear shift. You don't need to completely remove it since it has power ports connected to it. Now run the camera cable under the carpet next to the back seat and pull the cable through. I used a piece of wire to fish the camera cable next to the emergency brake. I used tape to connect the camera cable to the wire. You could probably use a metal clothes hanger to do the same thing. The wire I used is thick and does not bend too easy. I continue to use this cable with the wire, as you can see. Now remove the front panels around the stereo. You need to remove your stereo in order to connect the camera cable. The bolts in the front around the stereo unit are 7mm. It's a good idea to place a towel below where your stereo sets. This keeps your stereo from getting scratched up. Now completely unplug the stereo and remove it. With the stereo removed, it's easy to get your fishing wire down behind where the stereo sets. Now tape your camera cable to the wire and fish it on through.
Explain this good?
Okay.
Okay,
Reverse gear input.
Okay, this red wire is coming from the reverse tail light. When we put the car in reverse, this wire that we have hooked at the back of the car is going to get 12 volts. We're hooking it right here to the wiring harness of the car stereo that says reverse gear signal input. Reverse gear signal input.
Okay.
Now, we are just hooking it in with what we call a dual Scotch lock, or double, or whatever. Okay, that's in there all the way. Push it down. Okay, that is our connection. This wire right here is coming from the rear view camera that we mounted over the license plate, and it's going to hook onto this. It says rear view camera in.
Rear view camera in.
So now the whole front part is done now.
Now plug everything back into your stereo and reattach it. Place all the bolts back in and secure everything. When putting the front panel back on, don't forget to attach the airbag cable for the notification light. This panel should easily snap back in. So this rubber grommet thing, just push, pop! We're going to use that hole to fish the wire through. Hey, look at you! That's what I'm talking about. After you fish the camera cable through, you can just let it rest on the ground. Time to cut the green wire. Make a note here, which green wire. It's the one closest to the edge of the harness. Next, you splice the green wire with the red one. This puts power back to the reverse light, and it sends a signal to the camera and the stereo to start working.
This is coming from the reverse light. This is the camera, so we're adding power to the camera when you're in reverse.
Okay.
Here's the video. This video feed goes all the way and plugs in the stereo, and now it's plugged into the camera, the rear view camera on the license plate. Now when we splice these two power wires together, this is going to take the power from the rear backup light, and it's going to send power, one of them to the camera and one of them to the stereo, which automatically, when you put the car in reverse, it'll automatically switch it to the camera because it gets the power. There might be settings in the car stereo to make it do that automatically. And luckily these connectors, you can see when they're all the way in.
And then you just squeeze it.
And some gel comes out. That helps keep water out. This will all be sealed up here when we put this panel back on.
I drilled a hole underneath the rear of the vehicle and used it to ground the wire from the camera. This would be a great time to test if the camera is good. You want to reattach the negative battery terminal to test if the camera works before putting everything back together. Now start your car and put it in reverse. See if it works. Then turn your car back off. If the camera is working, then keep watching the rest of this video for tips on how to put everything back together. Otherwise, now would be a great time to troubleshoot why your camera does not work. We're just trying to keep the wire from all this. Whenever you put on the emergency brake, we don't want it like getting tangled. So what I'm going to do is poke a hole through this carpet and then zip tie or cable to the carpet. This is what it looks like after I zip tied the cable to the carpet. Now continue to zip tie the cable along the side of the wire bundle that runs to the rear of the car. This keeps the camera cable in a known location and it looks nice. Put the 10mm bolts back into the armrest and snap all the other plastic parts back together. Also, don't forget the 7mm bolts on the side. Next is the back seat. The lower part of the back seat goes in the white clips first, then push back and down on the rear of the seat. The folding part of the back seat goes into this bracket holder first, then you press down on the seat and it goes in. Before you start this job, make sure you have all the tools needed. Here's the list of tools that I used. The camera works and everything is put back together nicely. Thanks for watching Epic Help.